Chad Smith here for Juggernaut Training Systems and JTSStrength.com. The great pleasure today of sitting down with 2008 Olympic gold medalist in the 400 meters, 2012 World Indoor Champion in the 4x400 meters, 2007 World Champion in the 400 meters, Ohuruogu of Great Britain. So PRs of 22.85 in the 200 and 49.61 in the 400. This is Christine. How many years have you been coming out to California?
I think this would have been my 50th year. I think I've been coming out since 2006.
All right. So coming to California for the warm weather training camp.
Yeah.
And so I've known Christine for 4 years now. Always a great pleasure to watch such a tremendous athlete train, and just everything about her focus and her demeanor. Really a great opportunity to learn a lot. So I listed up a lot of very impressive accomplishments. What do you consider to be your greatest accomplishment so far in track and field?
I get asked this all the time, and winning Olympic gold is something that I think is something I never would have thought I would have been able to have done. I didn't grow up thinking I would want an Olympic gold medal. So that's probably one of the biggest achievements, but it doesn't mean that I minimalise all the others. I mean, the World Championship winning 07 was something that was very, very important. I'd also won the year before that, 2006, Commonwealth gold. So they all kind of come with their own little story, which makes them important to me. But I think the ultimate goal for any athlete is to win Olympic gold, and I've got that. So I think that's really one of the most important.
Yeah. Can you tell us, I know that you're kind of a late comer to track and field. Can you just kind of talk about your athletic background from, maybe any sports you played as a kid, obviously, through now?
Yeah, I think my success in track and field is, I think I think I came in with a natural talent, but I think as a young kid I was very, very sporty. I played netball, which you don't have here, but it's like basketball. It's predominantly female sport. You don't really see some men playing, but it's predominantly female, and it's very, very. It's not like basketball where there's a lot of movement, not as fast-paced, but it's still pretty fast in netball. When you watch a very good team play, it's very fast. And
so netball, for the people who don't know, right, it's basically basketball, but there's no backboard.
There's no backboard. You've got two nets.
And you can't dribble.
You can't dribble.
You can
bounce pass. That's it.
So you can make bounce passes, and you only get to take one step.
One step
with the ball.
Yep.
All right.
Yes, one step. And if you're going to move again, your second foot mustn't touch the ground. You know what I mean?
So it's like, are you basically just like bounding down the?
Yeah, I mean it can look like that. Once you watch the top teams play, like you have Australia, New Zealand, Great Britain, they're typically the top teams. But when you watch them play, it's a very graceful, flowing game, and it's really nice. I started playing that from the time I was say 8 until 17, 18, and I played for England under 17, England under 8, the England under 19 teams. So I was pretty very heavily involved. I would play netball, maybe 4 times a week. I would play matches at weekend, but my whole life was just netball. Absolutely, I loved it. And then it wasn't until possibly 19 I decided to switch and have switch netball for good, because I was trying to juggle the two, but it was too hard. So I just said I'm going to have to give this up and focus solely on athletics.
So you became 100% in the track and field at 19.
Yeah.
And then,
well, I did a bit. I dabbled in a little bit, but I think 19 was the time I said, you know what, this is too much.
And then won the gold medal in the Olympics when you were 23.
Was I 23? I think 24.
24? 23 or 24? Yeah. Well, the other day you didn't even know how old you were right now.
I think I was 24. Well, I won at 24. So, yeah, I won my first major medal at 22. That's Commonwealth Games, where I beat the current, at the time I beat the current Olympic champion, Nick Williams. So that was quite good. And then I won, and I won 07. World champion 07 when I was 23. So yeah, I was 24.
Yeah, I think your athletic background is great advice for any parent or young athlete really watching this, to develop a wider range of physical skills, and let it be when you're 16 or 17, 18, 19 to when you specify, because I think so many people, especially in America, with the way the club sports system is set up here, I'm not quite sure how it is in England, but there's all these people who, you know, they only have played soccer since they're 8 years old, and they play soccer all year round. Or they've only played volleyball, or only played baseball, or whatever it is. I think it really limits their ultimate potential.